another video with the Elders Moth. Today we're going to be looking at the E100 German super heavy tank. Now the E100 is as I've just said, a super heavy tank. It has 2,700 hit points, armor is 200, DPM is pretty poor at 1200, average pen is 264, that is pretty good. Acceleration rate is 39, that's pretty good as well. Top speed is 30, that's not very good. So the E100 has the most amount of hit points in the game. Actually, it may be the second highest hit points in the game. That's if the mouse is added in. But also, the E100 has a 128mm or 12.8cm gun, as we can see right here. And what that means is that it can do more damage than like your average Conqueror gun or your T125. So that gives this a slight advantage, so it can do more damage. But it does drop in DPM by a quite a fair amount. It is higher than the Conqueror, but not as high as the T125. But the armor is not very good. It's good for most tanks, but it's good for your average heavy tank, but it's not very good at all. Most things can penetrate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this out for a spin. So here we go. And already we can, well, certainly I can feel just the slowness of this tank. But like I said before, we do have 2,700 hit points. So let's use that to our advantage and soak up the damage. We do have a long reload. It is as long as like the T125 and the Conqueror. Slightly shorter than the Conqueror, but slightly longer than the T125. I'm going to stop here and just... No, he's dead, okay. So we haven't actually gotten to hit anything yet. And this is actually one of the least feared tanks. I've talked to a couple of people on this game, and they said that it is one of the least feared tanks because it has... it's so slow, and two, it's just doesn't have the armor to soak up damage. But it does have a massive health pool, and we're going to use that to our advantage. So once we get over this rock, this little hill right here, we can then here hit the KV2 for 417 damage. That's alright. Now the reverse is incredibly slow. What I actually want to do here is just hit the KV2 again. Let's get out of here quickly. Now the best spot for this is really use it more as a meat shield. Kill the KV2. It's definitely a very good sniper. It's more than a very good sniper, it's a brilliant sniper. Hit the KV2 again. So we did average of 1,500 damage. That's alright really, when you think about it. We are going to go in another battle in a minute. But the paint system is actually surprisingly quite cheap. So when we get into a there we go, Belgium. I think this is going to be, yeah, it's going to be the same map. Somebody's just spawned in me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hang on guys, give me a sec. And I should be able to reset. There we go. Small again. Alright, so we're gonna be moving along now. Are you joking me? This nearly happened again. I think the KV2 died. But right now, we're gonna move up. We're gonna try and stop them from capturing Alpha. Get a shot into that Indian Panther right there. And he took a huge amount of health off me. I think it was a critical hit. And that's another critical hit. A shot came from behind. Or was it from over here? No, it was from over here. I get rid of this guy. Most likely gonna die first. So. Yeah, he's gone around. Yep. It's not the most agile of machines. Not like the M40 AA1 pattern. But it will get you around. But I mean, 2 E100s will definitely work out for you. I mean, if the E100 had its famous 15cm gun, it would definitely be a lot more tolerable, because for one, it would be doing something like a crazy 700-800 damage, probably 650 damage each shot, average. That M48 was a little bit unfortunate to get hit by my gun. Oh, that's like a T62. Okay, that is just wrong of you to do that. But another downside of this tank is that it gets critically hit very, very often. The chance of you getting critically hit in this tank is, I would say, higher than 90%. Unlike something like, I don't know, for example, let's take the E5 for example. The chance of you getting critically hit in that is less than 30%, really. Very low chance. And that is because the tank is such a big target. Oh, I wasn't able to put a snapshot there. Only did 600 damage. This is pretty bad when you think about it. But that is the E100 for you. Not a very good machine. It's not good at all. It's more on the side of it needs some serious work. DPM needs to be put up. Armor needs to be fixed. The critical damage needs to be reworked entirely. Its reverse needs to be fixed as well. Because right now the E100 is an absolute mess of a tank. It's basically unplayable. That's how bad it is. It is an unplayable tank. So that's where we are right now. Completely unplayable tank. It's not completely unplayable. You can work around these solutions by being in a gang of E100s. Or even be with, like, I don't know, 2 E5s, or maybe an E5 and a Conqueror or something like that. But just do not be alone. Because in the long run, it will mess you up. Put a good shot to that T-34. Oh, don't want to flip over. I'm gonna put a good shot to this T-34 quickly. Killed him. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Reloading. The reload speed is a little bit too slow. And it's kind of understandable why it's a little bit too slow. But at the same time, I find that it's too slow. It's just not fast enough. It needs to be faster with this 128mm gun. Right, so my team is capping. I gotta want to damage him. Really? Maybe that's one of the downsides of the tank, is that it gets critically damaged easily. Would you just go away? Really? That didn't kill him? Good kill, mate. Good kill. Oh, and that's a... Oh, that is a tank I want to see. How did I miss him? Oh, that's not good. Oh, yeah. So, it's a struggle to play. it's definitely gonna be one of those tanks where it's gonna be hard to manage. But you can work around it if you really want to. If you don't feel like playing this tank, just don't get this tank. This tank is definitely... It's not that the tank's not worth it. I think that the tank is okay. Critical damage needs to definitely be fixed. That needs to be fixed ASAP. Reload needs to be slightly buffed. Reverse speed needs to be buffed. But everything else is alright. That was a beautiful shot right to that tank. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's being a twit of some sorts. Don't want to let that guy get the first shot into me. Oh, I pulled that trigger. I pulled it. I clicked it. And it didn't fire. That's the one. That is definitely one of the more frustrating things I find about this game, is that sometimes it misses the clicks. I'm gonna kill that T-34, get him out of the way, and then deal with those pesky little tier 1s. Got him, so he's out of the way. Little tier 1 hiding behind the corpse. The question is, where is he gonna come from? We immobilized each other. Really? Okay, you want to play that game? I can play that game. How does that even work? How does that work? That is one of the most biggest disadvantages of the E100. It just gets critically damaged. Way too much. That needs to be fixed as soon as possible. That needs to be Greg's first priority, is fix the E100, please. But E100, it's all right, but the critical damage code, it's just broken. It really is. I'm not. If he's done this deliberately, then I understand. But if this is like a coding error, he needs to fix it. That's what I mean. He basically did 1900 damage to me. Um, come on. Oh. I mean, if you're wondering, is this a good tank or not? Right now, it's not a good tank. I will just say it. This is not a good tank at all. This will be a waste of your credits. This will be an absolute big waste. Get rid. But this tank is this tank. I think what Greg needs to do is take this tank out for a while, fix it, put it back in. Just do something to it, because right now it is an absolute mess. Kill them. No, we are so close. We are so close. We cannot lose. We're gonna lose. But this tank is, it's a laugh. It really is. It's an absolute laugh. And I really do apologise if I offend Greg. But this tank is crap. This tank is bad. It is bad in every way. Top speed is garbage. Armor doesn't bloody work. I mean, even guns that are less than 200 millimeters pen this thing. Any gun that hits this will critically damage it. The health, garbage. DPM is rubbish. And think about it, this tank should be removed and replaced, I don't know, by a Malshin or some other super heavy tank. Because right now, the E100, I don't. If he's done this deliberately, I will accept it. But right now, no, just no, just no. So that's the E100, a pile of absolute waste. So yeah, that's the E100. I'm sorry if there's E100 drivers that are out there that will say otherwise, but other than that, all I can say is this is an absolute waste of credits. So guys, I will see you in the next video. I hope that this video helps you. If it did, give it a thumbs up. If it didn't, give it a thumbs down. But otherwise than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.